Valley Club, stop investing your invaders right now. There's a brand new solution for the skill section of the raids on the horizon. And surprise, it is a Spider-Verse team. Yeah, you heard me right. Spiders for the skill raids, which means more characters are getting dual tags. Who's coming? Who's getting a rework? We're discussing that in this video, along with the rest of the news from Beni Westside's interview with developer Matt Sheets. So you're ready for everything that we know about the skill raid team right now, then you know what to do, Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I'm ValleyFlyin. Hope you're having a great day, and I hope you're having a great weekend, and I hope you're all ready to discover the new raid team that is coming, the skill raid team, the Spider Society, and its newest member, Peter B. Parker. Yes, this was revealed just a little while ago over on Beni Westside's channel with his interview with developer Matt Sheets. We're going to talk about some of the major hits that they revealed on that channel. But before we get to that, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. At least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on this channel. Reveal videos, question and answer videos, news videos, everything you have your experience in Marvel Strike Force. But without further ado, let's go check out what Matt Sheets said to Beni Westside about this Spider Society.
When we were looking at doing this team that was, tied with Across the Spider-Verse, I really wanted to get Peter B. Parker. Even when we first did, the very first iteration when the first movie came out and we released Miles and our Green Goblin, Peter B. Parker was like on that list of like characters I love.
And if you're not familiar with Peter B. Parker, well, from my understanding, it's the same as Peter Parker, the normal Peter Parker, the normal Spider-Man. Over in the Spider-Verse wiki, we see a picture of Peter B. Parker from the most recent Spider-Verse movie with his bathrobe. And if we go down a little more information here, we see that this is the normal Earth 616 Peter Parker. His affiliations are with the Spider Gang right now, but formerly of the Spider Society. And if we look at his most recent movies, Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse, and the movie Beyond the Spider-Verse, which is upcoming. And I find it interesting that they wanted this version of Peter B. Parker in the game all the way back when they did that original Sinister Six release with that Goblin version of the Green Goblin, not the most recent classic version with a glider, but the Goblin version all the way back there. Would be interesting to see what would have happened if that character was introduced all the way back then.
I feel like he's a very fresh take to the OG Spider-Man. And with this movie, like, Mayday is such a great character.
And Mayday, that is the baby of Peter Parker. Mayday is also in Marvel Strike Force, as we see from this image here from Peter B. Parker in Marvel Strike Force.
She's fun in every single scene, and it really changes the dynamic, but keeps the core who Peter Parker is.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think that Mayday Parker is the first baby that is in Marvel Strike Force. Of course, Mayday is the daughter of Peter Benjamin Parker, Mary Jane Watson Parker, and of course is from Earth 616. As far as the powers, though, there are a few powers. It does have some web shooters, as we see on this Spider-Verse website. Has a genius level intellect, athleticism as well. So let me know what your thoughts are on Mayday included in the game. Now, if you're wondering how Marvel Strike Force is going to include this baby in the game, especially in a fighting game with a lot of combat, Matt Sheets does cover that here. So let's hear what he has to say.
When we got this approved with everyone talked with Marvel, they're like, I want to put Mayday in the game. And everyone's like, you can't beat up a baby. And I'm like, 100%. I agree. Mayday, at the end of his turn, will swing away. And so you'll be fighting and beating up Peter B. Parker. And then on his turn, she swings back.
Rest assured, Commanders, you will not have to beat up a baby in Marvel Strike Force. Mayday is going to swing away. You'll beat up Peter B. Parker, and then Mayday will come back and start to beat up your characters, but you won't have to beat up Mayday. So that is a good thing. But let's move forward in the interview when Matt Sheets talking about the role of Peter B. Parker and Mayday on this full Spider Society team.
They're going to be joining a team called Spider Society. And so there's 2 other characters that will probably be revealing and showing later. But I can talk about the 2 reworks. Is going to be Ghost Spider and then also Spider-Man Noir.
So confirmation, both Ghost Spider and Spider Noir both getting reworks as part of this Spider Society team. And I think this is a great thing. Both of these characters did have value before. Ghost Spider as part of the Web Warriors, one of the original Bio Raid teams. They were good for a while. They were needed for the Morgan Le Fay event, and then it just fell off hard. Didn't really need these characters. Some people, including myself, took these into other dark dimensions at the time, but really had no use for this character outside of that. So this is a good thing. Build up this character if you have some extra resources and your alliance is looking to tackle the most difficult version of the incursion raids Also, Spider Noir. This is a character that a lot of people benched. Originally, with a 3-piece the Tangled Web, a lot of people did bench Noir. Now, Noir did get a recent life with the introduction of some of the new Cosmic Crucible rules. A lot of people, including myself, pairing him with the Secret Defenders on defense. So both of these characters did have a role. Spider Noir kind of has a role right now, but if you are not sure who to build, you're looking to tackle the most hardest raids, well, these characters, well, they are getting a rework, and you're gonna need them for the raids. They may have a use outside of the raids, they may not, but you're gonna need them for the raids, so feel confident in building up both these characters right now. But for me, probably the most exciting thing about this team is what Matt mentions here.
The really interesting thing I'm really excited for this team is they're actually a skill raids team. All of these characters are going to be dual origins. And so we're going to be adding the skill tags of both Ghost Spider and Spider-Man Noir.
Dual origins, ladies and gentlemen, and not just Peter B. Parker, the rest of the Spider Society. Also getting a new tag is Spider-Man Noir and Ghost Spider. This has a lot of implications, especially if they do another race to 100, because all of these characters will have dual tags. And if you don't remember, the race to 100 was an event they did when they raised the level cap to 100. And as you leveled up certain characters in different classes, well, yes, you got additional points. Certain characters, Doom and Kestrel, you both were able to double dip into 2 classes because they were the only dual tag characters at the time. Well, now if they run this again, there's going to be more characters with dual tags. We'll have the 5 members of the Spider Society, and then Kestrel and Dr. Doom with the dual tags. So these dual tags are very, very big. Matt Cheese does talk about the likeliness that we're going to see more dual tags coming, though.
Yeah, it's something that we've done a few times. We keep it really close to our chest because of whenever there's things that, you know, if there's an event going on that requires 1 or 2 traits, like you can always double dip sometimes. And so it's something we hold close to our chest, but we are really excited to do this Spider Society team.
Now, as far as the additional 2 members who are going to round out this Spider Society, going back to the Spider-Verse wiki here, we do know that Peter B. Parker is going to be a member. Ghost Spider is going to be a member. Spider Noir is going to be a member. So what other characters not in the game right now could be a part of this team? Let's let the wiki check it out for us. As we scroll down, we see Miguel O'Hara. Spider-Man 2099 is already in Marvel Strike Force, so not likely included in this on this team. Jessica Drew. Now, we do have a Jessica Drew in Marvel Strike Force right now from a different Earth. This is from Earth 332. It's a different Spider-Woman, so possibly in the game, not in there yet. Let me know your thoughts on this version of Jessica Drew included in Marvel Strike Force. We have another Spider-Woman in the wiki, Julia Carpenter version of Spider-Woman, so a little different version. Let me know your thoughts on this character potentially in Marvel Strike Force. Ben Reilly is already in Marvel Strike Force as one of the original Web Warriors, so probably not gonna be this team, where Matt would have talked about him getting a rework. We see a different version of Scarlet Spider and Kane Parker. Let me know your thoughts on Kane Parker being potentially added. We see a few other images. Peter Parker. We see a Lego version of Spider-Man as well. As we move down to the former members, so Hobie Brown, Spider-Punk, already in the game, not described as a rework, so probably not coming to this team. Gwendolyn Stacy is definitely coming to this team because Matt Sheets did describe Ghost Spider by name. Peter B. Parker definitely on this team because yes, it is Matt Cheese did mention this character as well. All right, other members of the Spider Society that could be included. Spider-Man India, Haviter Havkar, I'm butchering that, but yes, Spider-Man India, let me know if that is a character that you think is coming to the game. Penny Parker, also known as SP/SDR. And last but not least, Margot Kess, also known as Spider Bite. Let me know what your chances or your thoughts on the chances of each of these characters coming to Marvel Strike Force. Let me know who you want, the 2 characters that you want to be rounding out this team. As we go back to Peter B. Parker, Matt Cheese talked about his kid a little bit more.
What Peter B. Parker does is he is like the mentor of the team. He, you know, gives assist nows, things like that. And so like all of his mechanics, you know, kind of make you feel like he is the mentor to the team.
Oh yes, he's the mentor to the team, giving the characters some support. And as we look, Ghost Spider is a controller, Spider Noir is a blaster. So let me know your guesses on the rest of the tags of these characters. And for even more details about this team, I highly suggest you to go check out Benny's full interview with Matt Sheets. In addition, they also talk about some other things about how characters are chosen and approved through Marvel, how characters are balanced and how character classes are chosen, and some brainstorming ideas, how they go through that We're at Scopely headquarters. Some really, really interesting things there. If you did like this video and it did provide you some value, leave it a like in YouTube. It helps out the channel, helps out the algorithm. And if you want to check out what are the best characters to farm right now in Marvel Strike Force, check out the video up there, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Oak Fist Bomb, ValleyFlyin out.